Good morning. So for anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Lisa and I'm the Mummy Whisperer, and I help mums to enjoy being mum more, be healthier and fitter and more successful in their businesses. And today I wanted to talk to you, and also whenever I talk, this one turns up and wants to say hello. So I wanted to talk to you about trying to make sure that every month you scare yourself just a little bit. I'm not talking about jumping out of planes. I mean, if you want to, fine. I'm not, right? But it's really important to basically scare yourself shitless every now and again. The reason I say that is because I think, oh, here comes the puppy. I think we're very prone to starting to lack in confidence, lack in self-belief, and we start to kind of restrict our worlds gradually. It's obviously more obvious for me because I'm 50, so I can see how much I've done it. A lot of you will be younger. Stop chewing my arm, for the love of God. But, and also I'm now in the Silver Tent, which you know I'm really, really passionate about, a Facebook community for over 50s. And I see a lot of this. I see women who, you know, we can get into really bad habits. You can get into habits of it's always the man who drives. So then actually you start to get nervous about driving in the town, or you always go shopping with your other half, and therefore you suddenly realise you don't actually want to go on your own. All sorts of things like that, and don't go on long journeys. Okay, hold on. Hey! No, get off. Get off. I love you, but get off. And stop chewing me. They love you too, but they can see you later. You don't need to chew me. He's like, oh, really? Really? Yes. So, that's one of the things. I mean, also, you know, if you're going to follow your heart, I did do a video the other day about sanity checking, which was kind of a little bit putting you off of starting your own business or whatever. But I was just like, you know, are you really up for it? But today I'm saying, make sure you don't limit yourself by your fears and scares. Sorry about the washing machine in the background. I've got no time today. I had to talk to you now, so, you know. So, for instance, I am scaring myself shitless this weekend. It wasn't my actual original plan. I go to a tap class. This is a fun tap class. We are really crap. But we love each other, we laugh. It's really good for my psyche. I'm a big fan of tap. I think that tapping is really good for the brain as well. Unfortunately, all our kids can actually dance. Yeah. And a couple of years ago, when I was off sick, so this is not my idea, I was off sick, teacher comes up with an idea. Ooh, wouldn't it be fun if we all danced in front of everybody else at one of the shows? No, actually, that wouldn't be fun. No. But I wasn't there, so everybody went, yes, let's do that. It is terrifying. I'm telling you now, having done it now twice, it is really terrifying. I don't know how the kids do it. I'm in awe of the fact that they can go and stand on that stage and not be absolutely hyperventilating. But I do think it's really, really good for me. I do think that despite being really nervous for months beforehand, it does actually do something for me. This one is particularly scary because we're doing it at a different place. See, we used to do it in a proper theatre, but where everybody's looking down like this. So only the front row can see your feet, right? Which is quite important when you're doing tap. That used to be brilliant. Unfortunately, this weekend we're not doing it there. We're doing it in a place with a proper stage, higher. People can actually see our feet. So it's not quite such a good plan. We are a little bit worried. And we're also having a little bit of a head fit about just the whole thing. But anyway, it'll be fine. The most important, and it's also very slippy. We're actually slightly worried that we're going to either fall off the stage or just go arse over tit or end up in the splits. And, of course, we're grown-ups, so we're quite big. We take up quite a lot of space, unlike all the kids who can happily dance, you know, on there and not seem to bash into each other. That's the problem that we have. Anyway, here we go. But the point and the reason I'm doing it is not because I'm going to be particularly good. I am hoping that my children don't cringe in complete shame, I must admit. But the reason I'm actually doing it is because it's really good to face your fears. It's really good to get out there. Oh, morning, Sally. Morning, lovely. So for instance, I often coach, small business owners, and they're in the kind of business that means they're going to have to actually get out there and go on social media, and they say, oh, well, you do this loads and I'm not very good at it and so on. Well, no, the only reason you're not very good at it is because you don't do it very often. You just have to do it. You just have to do it and be crap at it if you're going to be crap at it at first, and then you just keep going. Do it in a safe Facebook group where you can practice. So join a membership group where you're safe and you can go and practice lots, so that you can get over your first fears. Doesn't matter if you sound a bit nervous, doesn't matter if you swim your words either. You can have notes. I think all it really matters about on Facebook, if you do a Facebook Live, is that you have relatively good lighting. I don't think it needs to be brilliant, relatively good lighting, smile, and I'm a big fan of lipstick, frankly. I don't know why. It makes me feel much better when I put lipstick on for a Facebook Live. So I want you to think about this December, and I want you to think about 2020 as a whole. Regularly do something that scares you. Regularly do something where afterwards you're like, I did it. Not necessarily I won or I did it really well. That's not the point, okay? Is that you did it. Oh, I met this amazing woman once, a little old lady sitting in a coffee shop and all on her own, and I'm a bit like, oh, she's all on her own. Well, I started talking to her and I realised, no, I shouldn't have been, bless, at all, right? This woman, every single month, got on a train, went into the nearest little town or city, I'm pretty sure this was St Albans, had a cup of coffee in the coffee shop, had a mooch around, and then went home. No particular shopping trip, no particular reason, no nothing. It was so that she remained active, capable of going on a train, capable of getting into town, capable of being independent, not worried about being on her own. Wow. And of course, actually, I think because of that characteristic, she probably did always end up talking to somebody in the coffee shop. I thought she was fabulous. I made my daughter talk to her for ages. So that's another good example of why you want to, just scare yourself a little bit, just push yourself a little bit. I certainly got into that habit. I found myself at one point really, this was a few years ago, really, really scared of going shopping in town. And I realised it's just because I hadn't done it for ages. I hadn't driven in, I hadn't parked in one of those silly small car parks. I get my sense of direction's pants. It is. You have to sense those, I don't know if I want to do that today, things. Yeah, because you often probably don't even know you're scared. Oh no, I don't think I'll do that today. No. I'll do that when I'm with somebody. No, don't do it. Do it. Go do it. Tell me in the comments what you're going to do this month, which will just push you. Maybe instead of wearing that really safe little black dress, you're going to wear the red sparkly number. Maybe you're going to make a big plan for next year. Maybe you're going to go tap dancing like me as well. Maybe you're going to sing. Go singing. Do something fab. Yeah? Right. Take care of yourselves. See you soon.